In this video, Gosia is going to spill the beans on what you want to know when investing in Myrtle Beach Oceanfront condos. We're talking operating costs, gross rental income, profits. We're going to talk about occupancy and how she doesn't track it.
I do not track it.
Can you believe it? We're going to talk about all the secrets and the drivers that she uses to run her business. Yes, she owns over 15 Myrtle Beach Oceanfront condos, and she is a commercial real estate investor. You don't want to miss it. Let's get into the video now. Okay, so talk to me a little bit. Now, you mentioned it wasn't as much work, real estate. So long-term rentals, do you feel like they are more work or less work than short-term rentals?
Long-term rentals are less work,
Okay.
because once you do have a qualified and reliable tenant, you do very little.
Okay.
You just collect the money.
Yeah.
But of course, the rental income for long-term industry is lower than what you can make in short-term rentals.
Absolutely.
So that seemed like less work, and compared to being a restaurant owner, anything seemed like less work.
I bet I can
Back
imagine.
then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So let's talk about the upside. I mean, how much more profit do you think you can realize with a short-term rental when compared to a long-term rental just in our market? Think of your averages. I mean, do you think you could see, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more on a short-term rental compared to a long-term rental?
So with the properties we have studios, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom properties that we have short-term rentals. So there isn't like a specific dollar amount that I can call, because we're not comparing property to property. Our long-term rentals, we have 2-bedroom properties, we have 3-bedroom properties, and they're also between here and Colorado.
Okay.
But I would say your short-term rental here in the area probably makes about double of what your long-term rental after all the fees are paid. So that's why in the beginning, we got rid of some of our long-term rentals here and bought properties on the ocean.
Guys, Gosia is telling you the same thing that Matt Freeze did. Matt Freeze sold his long-term rentals and shifted everything into short-term oceanfront condo rentals right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. She did the same exact thing. When she saw the power of what those oceanfront condos could do in generating profit, it was pretty obvious the smart move.
All right. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, so all right, now let's talk just a little bit about your very first vacation rental investment. Your very first oceanfront condo. What was it?
It was a condo at Landmark.
At Landmark?
Yes, Landmark Resort. Yes.
Did you self-manage it?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Now, okay, so how did you do? Were you profitable self-managing it?
Yes. Well, we bought that one was, I believe, in 2013 or 14, so that was a long time ago. We didn't pay as much as somebody would pay these days for it, so it was easy to make high return on investment.
Okay.
Back then I did self-manage. That was around the time when we moved back from Colorado to here.
Okay.
I already knew the industry, so it just made sense for me to do it myself.
Yeah.
Plus I had nothing else to do. I didn't work
Gotcha.
back then.
Okay. Now my question for you is, and a lot of investors are concerned about this, when you don't use the on-site property management at some oceanfront condos, they don't necessarily let you use all of the amenities. Now, some places do. They'll let your guests use all the amenities. Caribbean is one of them. Ocean Reef is one of them. You don't have major issues at those two, just to throw out a few. But some places, like the Landmark, you can't use the water park. They now have a new water park, right?
Right.
Okay. Does that impact you? I mean, are you still able to make a profit?
That does not impact me, not that I can
Yes.
see that. And yes, I've actually, in a lot of resorts, because we have been in short-term rental business here in Myrtle Beach, I want to say for about 10 years, if not longer. So we've been actually through that transition when more and more on-site management companies and resorts started implementing the restrictions.
Okay.
When we stepped into the market, there were hardly any restrictions.
Wow.
Only beach, not beach colony, Coral Beach.
Okay,
I think.
Coral Beach.
The one on,
yes.
Yes, so
yeah,
that
don't
one
buy there.
was I had one there.
You
and
did.
I've managed there, several, so I had no problems there either. I sold to move to a better investment. But back to the point is there weren't many restrictions back then. We were already in the business as the restrictions were being implemented.
Okay.
With great communication with your guests, with setting expectations in advance,
That's right.
there are no problems. It's all about communication. There's going to be guests that will not care much about those amenities and having access to them or not. That's a good guest for us. Those guests who are looking for these particular amenities, they should rent from on-site.
That's right.
And not from us. But it's all about communication before they book, not
right.
after.
So as long as you're clear and upfront, you're transparent, and it's in the listing, they know what to expect.
Right.
There's no problem.
With just small exceptions of people not reading. But that's really, I would say, with 110 properties that we manage right now, just exceptional situations when people overlooked or didn't notice something, and then they will call and we just have to let them know this is what it is, and it was disclosed, and most of the time that solves it.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get in 1705A. As soon as you walk in, you'll notice, guys, nice tile flooring right in front of you. To the left, we do have the stackable washer and dryer. Straight ahead, we have the kitchen. To the right, we have the bedrooms. Obviously, 2 beds in here. Good sized bathroom, as you can see. Tub shower combo. Closet, TV. Granite countertops. Beautiful cabinetry here. Good sized kitchen. Nice bar. Flows right in effortlessly into the dining room area and the living room. Now to my left is what you'll notice, the other side. This is unit B. But before we get in there, let's check out the gorgeous view, because this are what your tenants are paying for. Now you'll notice this is all tiled out here. Very, very nice. And check out that view. That is a gorgeous view. That is what your tenants are paying for right there. Now this is unit B. It's a lockout unit. It's basically 2 units connected by that lockout door. You have your sink as soon as you come in. You have 2 nice sized beds, full size beds. You have another your own separate balcony, as you can see here. Again, it's tiled, very nice. Again, another gorgeous view. That's what your guests are paying for. And a room like this, a unit like this with the lockout feature, could very easily attract families or larger groups like golfers, maybe bikers that are coming for bike week, or people that are attending the car show. And we're gonna go out this way so I can kind of show you that 1705, but we went in this way. 1705A. Come on, let's go. Here we go. And we're back in the original first unit. Now let's run down paying with financing. Again, the 2022-2023 average gross rental income for unit 1705 was $60,152.48 in gross rental income. Again, choosing an off-site property manager like Evolve or anyone else, any other property manager, even a local property manager that would charge you only 10%, brings you to $6,015.25 in property management fees. Now, this will bring you to a subtotal of $54,137.23 after your property management fees are paid. You are subtracting the property management fees from the gross rental income, bringing you to that subtotal. Now, at a purchase price of $365,000 with 15% down payment, that down payment runs $54,750. And yes, I do have a lender here that does offer a 15% down payment for investment properties. Get in contact with me if you'd like to know who he is. He is the only lender that I have found in our market that has this program. Now, getting back to the numbers, assuming an 8.24% interest rate, for 30 years. Again, the interest rate on an investment property is going to be higher than a conventional loan. This brings you to a principal and interest of $28,896. Now, with your estimated 2020 taxes again being $3,293.40. Again, 2020 is the latest year taxes that we had available in the courthouse or retrieval system. And cleaning services, again, being at $4,050 for 27 bookings at $150 per cleaning. And also including your annualized HOA dues at $13,644. Your estimated expenses total $49,880.83. Now, subtracting from your subtotal, again, after property management fees are paid, of $54,137.23 for your total estimated expenses of $49,880.83, your projected profit is $4,256.40. Now, guys, I'm excited to tell you that Bayview Resort is one of the rare, the unicorns in our market, in my opinion, that you can pull off financing and still clear a profit. I will say that last year, the gross rental income was a little bit higher than $60,000 on the unit. I want to say it was like $62,000 or $63,000. The point is that if you had a year like you had last year, then you would be somewhere around $6,000 or $7,000 in projected profitability on this unit right here at Bayview Resort. In 2014, the average price of 2-bedrooms and 3-bedroom units that sold here at Bayview Resort sold for $177,333. Now fast forward to 2023, those same 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom units here sold for a whopping $308,500. Guys, we are talking an appreciated value increase of as much as $131,167. That is a 74% increase in appreciation. Now, assuming that the purchase price of $365,000 is the same as the appraised value for Unit 1705, we simply take that appraised value of $365,000 and divide it by 27.5 years. Again, that's $365,000 divided by 27.5 years, and that's going to give us a whopping total of $13,272.72. Now, that's the amount that you can reduce the income that's brought in on your property, your rental property, each year, reducing your overall tax burden. If that doesn't get you excited, guys, just wait until you see appreciation. Click the screen now to watch the next video with Gosia.